guys, welcome back to my channel, Cosmic Mystical Goddess, back with another video. So this video is a quick tutorial and a great and elaborate, somewhat elaborate explanation on how to cast a love spell, okay? This love spell is not for a short term, it's not for lust or anything of that nature. This is for preserving pre-existing love and also for attracting long-lasting love. So this is my everlasting love spell, okay? So this is really good to do if you're trying to call forth, exactly like I said, long-lasting love, okay? Whether it's with somebody that you're with or somebody that's new. So it has both, it has duality. As you can see, I have two chocolate-covered apples, and they are the Granny Smith apples, and they look like this, if you guys already know. I used a wooden dowel. You can get these at Michael's Craft Store. They have like a little point at the end. You can purchase them at Michael's Craft, or you can purchase them at Walmart. I know that my Walmart does not carry them, but maybe yours may have it, okay? Or any store that sells baking supplies, stuff like that, you should be able to purchase it there. Maybe even the grocery store. I'm not sure. I haven't looked there because I've never seen it in my aisles from my own recollection, okay? So what you're going to do, you can leave the skin on if you want, but for this spell in particular, I peel the skin off, okay? And then I soak it in some brandy, right? So you can soak it in your brandy or cognac if you want to up it up a little bit to make it a little bit more upscale. You can soak it in brandy or cognac, and I would do that for 1 to 2 days max, okay? And then you would just set it in your fridge, the amount of apples that you want, and then you take it out the next day, you pat it dry with a towel, like a paper towel, and then you leave it on parchment paper, and then you prep your chocolate, okay? Also, what I add to my brandy, let me not forget, is a little bit, just not too much, but a little bit of maple syrup, okay? Because I'm doing that sweetness effect, but not too much empowering because the chocolate's already sweet as it is, right? So you will melt your chocolate in a glass bowl, okay, or a Pyrex cup. These are chocolate nibs that I purchased at my local grocery store. It's actually 70% cocoa, and it's chocolate chunks, and they're made, and the brand is Hershey's, okay? So you can get this at Walmart, where I purchased mine, and you can also get the white chocolate at Walmart, as you see the great value sign as well, okay? Or your local grocery store. I use both because if I run out, I just add my wafers, and these are merkins. Merkins are really good for coating apples, okay? And like chocolate strawberries and stuff like that. You would want to go with merkins. That is the brand to choose. I think you can purchase it at Michael's Craft Store, but I purchased it at Bulk Barn, okay? So it's like a baking supply store, so that's where I got mine. But you can also look on Amazon or any of those places, okay? So I also made chocolate hearts. As you can see, I have pink and dark chocolate, and I had used a silicone tray that I purchased at the dollar store, okay, for $1.50, I think, or $1.25. You can look at Michael's Craft Store for silicone ones, and again, you can look at Etsy or Amazon will be a good place to go, okay? And then you pop, after you melt it, and then you put it inside of your silicone mat, you will cure it in the fridge, and then they turn out like this, okay? So it's fairly easy. You can use store-bought chocolates and stuff like that for this type of spell, but I prefer to make it because I like to take my time because I'm putting more intentions into it, which amps the spell because it's all about intentions, okay? So the more effort you put into it, the more you'll see from it, okay? From the spell itself. So in my tin here, I have my chocolates, and they look really, really cute. And you can give this as a gift to your beau or your Bella, okay, after it's charged. So you can do this for Valentines. It would be an ideal time to use it. Or you can keep it for upcoming other love spells that you're doing as well, okay? I have here a white tea light. I couldn't find pink, so I just dressed it with the appropriate oils and powder, and then I sprinkle some pink glitter on there, okay? So if you can't find pink, like I always tell you guys, and if you can't find any of the colors, you can use white. If you want to make this more of like a drunken love spell, then I would suggest you use the candles the candle color red, okay? Because it's fiery, it's more lust and passion, right? It's not long-lasting love like red. Like pink, sorry. Pink is more for that agape love, okay? That true love. So if that's what you're trying to call in, or what you're trying to amp up in the relationship that you're in already, and you want to add a little bit of boost to it, then you would use pink. So I got this pink candle at my local dollar store as well. Okay, so I dressed it already with my fiery love rice. Okay, so you can use this one. I have actually, I gave the recipe and showed you guys how to do a tutorial of it on my channel already, okay? I have my love magnetic powder that I conjure up myself, and I do sell this on my website, okay? So you can add that to your candle like I did here and dressed it. Then you would add some Come To Me oil, okay? So this is a magical seal of Solomon that's that's geared to the Venus planet. And you can use this for attracting love. It could be attracting a new love, attracting more love, or love from the general public as well. So it's not specified, but for this tutorial, you're going to specify exactly what it is that you want to attract to you, okay? Or who it is you want to attract. Then I have my Love Abundance oil. As you can see, it's going down. I've been using it quite a bit for some people. So yeah, this is a really good oil that you can use, and you dress your candle in a clockwise position, okay? Direction. Same thing for the votive, okay? So I also have here my figure candle, okay? You don't have to use all three of them, right? So this is just ideas that you can use. So if you don't want to use a votive and you do have a figure candle, you can purchase one. Then you can get the gender of your preference. If you're trying to attract a male or a female, then you would use the corresponding figure candle, okay? Then you would dress your candle. You would cleanse it off with Florida water, right? And then rose water, because you're attracting love. You are going to write and inscribe upwards on the figure as much as you can. You can use like a ballpoint pen. You can use a wooden dowel, like so, because it's pointy, so you can use that as well, okay? You're going to inscribe upwards on the hand what you want to bring in. So if it's marriage you want to bring in, then you can put marriage. So I would use the love oil along with a commitment oil, okay? You can also write on it wealth, because you would like them to come in with some type of abundance. You don't want to attract somebody to you that is having a financial problem, too many financial problems, because most relationships break up because of money, more so than actual infidelity, if you didn't know, okay? Most divorces are granted, or most people seek divorce for those purposes, okay? More so than anything else. So you can use a figure candle. You can even like dig a hole in it, and you can embed it with herbs and oils, and then seal it back with the wax, okay, that you took out. Just keep it, scrape it up, stick it back with your finger, take a match to it, burn it to seal it inside, okay? You can also make a spirit powder for the person if you know their name, and like I said, incorporate inside of the candle, okay? That's if you know their name. If you don't know them, then just leave it as so, and just put all the things that you want to attract about your soulmate on your candle. So for your petition, if you're going to use a candle like so, you're going to take your petition paper, right? Brown or parchment paper, a red pen or pink. You're going to write on it, I am attracting a long, everlasting love relationship between myself and my soulmate, okay? Or my soulmate and I. You can elaborate. This is just a quick little sample of what you can do. Make sure you put your name and your full name and date of birth on there. And you can also, if you know their name, you can inscribe their name as well, right? You're going to fold it towards you, turn it clockwise, fold it again towards you, turn it clockwise, okay? Make it really flat. And then again towards you clockwise. If you want, you can sprinkle some of the love magnet powder on there as well, inside of it, okay? And you can anoint it. These are just options, right, that you have. You can anoint it with your oil. You would anoint 1, 2, 3, 4, and the center, okay? And when you're doing the spell, you can always do this and watch my video, so you can just do step by step on what I'm telling you, okay? So after it's folded towards you, then you place it under here, like so. If you want, you can burn it. Make sure it's even so that your candle burns at an even level, okay? You can also burn the parchment paper and add the powder, which is called spirit powder, to your candle itself. So nobody has to see exactly what you're doing, okay? Once it's done, like I said, this is really simple love spell, okay? But I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about the brandy and cognac. You can use either or, okay? Brandy is soaked for at least 4 years, okay? So the spirit in it is very strong. I would go for higher end brandy, like Saint Remy is a really good one. And you can purchase a cognac of your choice because it's an upscale version of the brandy. They are very similar in properties because they're made pretty much the same. The only difference is that cognac is made from a region in France that's called cognac, and they use a certain specific type of grape, okay, a white grape, to make cognac, okay? So that's why it's a little bit more expensive. So it's kind of like the alternative of sparkling wine or bubbly wine opposed to, or in comparison to champagne, okay? So it's just an upscale version of it. So if you have the money to do it and you want to invest in that, then get yourself some cognac, okay? So brandy's properties are known for preserving pre-existing love and attracting a long-lasting love, right? So it's great for love spells, for that agape love, like I said. So after you soak it, you dip your chocolate in it and the syrup that you use, the maple syrup, to sweeten it. You will coat your apples and you will let them sit in the fridge for at least a day, okay? Or until they're hardened. And you will place them on parchment paper so they're not sticky and they're easy to pick up afterwards, okay? Another thing is that you can do, what was I gonna tell you? Oh my God. So for the dark chocolate and the white chocolate, I like it because it's the balance of yin and yang, okay? For me, that's my visualization, okay? White chocolate is only 20% of chocolate, so it's not that much chocolate. It's more chocolate. It's more butter and milk and sugar, okay? So knowing that you want to fatten up anything, that's what it is. It's what chocolate is, more like a fattening agent, more of a fattening property, more of doubling, right? So you're looking at it as amplifying and doubling the love that you already have, okay? You also have the dark chocolate, which is known to have theobromine in it, which is like a mild stimulant of caffeine, known as coffee, right? Where most people get it from. So it's not caffeine, but it acts like caffeine, but it's very mild, okay? It also has Fennel, I think it's phenylethylamine. Yeah, that's the right pronunciation of it, which are alkaloids that acts like amphetamine, which is meth, the drug, right? But it's not meth at all, but it acts like that, but it's not as strong. It's very subtle, okay? So what it does to your nervous system, it's a stimulant, right? So which in turn releases dopamine. I so didn't want to have to edit this video, but I guess I have to today. So like I said, it releases dopamine, feelings of happiness, okay? And comfort and all the things that you want in a relationship, right? So those are key elements along with the financial aspects and stuff like that. Those are the things that you want to have a solid foundation in moving forward in any type of relationship, okay? So like I said, brandy or cognac are really good for this spell. There's also in dark chocolate, the flavonoids, okay? It's a compound that's found in THC, and that's also found in the chocolate, and it's also found in the plant marijuana, right? But like I said, these are all subtle properties. They're not as strong as those actual ones that I'm comparing them to, okay? So that's why chocolate is usually given on Valentines along with wine and stuff like that, and red roses because it's love and high vibration. And also dark chocolate was known to be given to males and female as a for marriage commitment, okay? They were given in marriage ceremonies to solidify the marriage. Is also the food of the gods as well, okay? So I'm gonna do a whole video on the chocolate tea ceremony, so I can, you know, elaborate a little bit more on that and give you a little bit of a history of that, okay? And it is actually very magical in itself. So I hope you guys like this video. Oh, and I can tell you when to do this, because obviously it's going to take a couple of days to do the apple and all that stuff and get your chocolate ready, unless you opt to just not soak it and just do it as so. But I suggest you soak it and do it in the format that I've told you to do it, and that I'm teaching you on how to do it, okay? Also, you can perform this on a Sunday, or I would say a Friday, okay? Because Sunday you can pretty much do any type of spell, and Friday is known as Venus Day, okay? Which has to do with love. So you can do it with the Venus Planetary Hour as well. If you want to download the app, you can use that too, okay? So you will know exactly the cosmic alignment, okay? Also, another thing I don't want to forget to mention is that you would do this during the waxing moon, okay? This is the best time to do it. Or, yeah, so the waxing moon is mostly ideal. I gave you the days, I gave you the times. So I hope you guys like this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so you're uploaded when you're notified when I upload videos. And yeah, so stay tuned for more. Bye for now.